You may have thought that the magic of triangles began and ended with Pythagoras and the trig ratios, but no, the magic continues. What do we do if we don't have a right-angled triangle? Apart from give up. Lots of mathematicians have worked out that the ratios between angles and sides continues even when you don't have a right-angled triangle. One rule, there's two, possibly three more rules that we're going to learn. One rule, the next one that we're going to look at is called the sine rule. And the sine rule goes as follows. It says that A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. Now that's a weird kind of rule, first of all, because there's two equal signs in it. And you'll know from our work on equations is that we only really work with one equality, not two. So a bit like the trig ratios, the first challenge in working with the sine rule is actually working out which part of the sine rule that you're going to work with. I'm going to demonstrate that shortly. The other thing that's really important, and I mentioned it earlier when I introduced trigonometry, is how you label the sides. So it actually does, when you've got a non-right angled triangle, it actually doesn't matter what you call the points of the triangle, as long as the side opposite it reflects that. So if you're going to call that capital A, the side opposite is little a. And if you're going to call that one capital B, the side opposite is little b. You are going to encounter triangles, however, that aren't called ABC. You might encounter triangles that are called X, Y, Z, just for example. In which case, the side opposite is going to be little x, the side opposite x is going to be little x, the side opposite y is going to be little y, and the side opposite z is going to be little z. And likewise, the sine rule then changes not to A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. It will become x over sine x equals y over sine y equals z over sine z. Okay? So that's the general stuff you need to know before we get to work on these things. You can label label the angles or even the sides anything you like, so long as the opposite reflects that, and that the sine rule works for any triangle. But obviously, if you don't have A, B, and C, you're going to need to substitute in what you do have. Okay, let's practice it. Nate, can you press the button?